Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited you're here today. I have something really fun. But first, I want to say if you're new, I'm so glad you found us and you're so welcome. Today, we are making what I am calling an ephemera pocketbook. And whether you're a journaler, a smashbook glue booker, or you're a planner, this is for you. So come with me and let's get started. But this is the ephemera pocketbook that I'm going to show you how to make today. So let's get started. You start with a plain file folder, just something simple. And I bought a whole pack of these from Amazon really cheaply. I mean, if I was going to use them as file folders, I might not use them, but for crafting, they're perfect. So all we're going to do to start with is we're going to cut this little tab off. And what I want it to do is I just want it to be pretty even with its top page, with this part right here. So I'm going to cut that off real quick. So that's what you should have after you cut it off. Now then, what we're going to do is, I'm going to move that out of the way, is we're going to take our file folder and the first page we're going to fold right almost to the fold, but not quite. I don't know if you can see, but my file folder has three little kind of like lines right here. And I'm going to fold it to the line closest to the fold, but not the fold itself. So it ends up being just like, I don't know. And I'm making sure that the this part right here is at that mark. So I'm going to go here. And when it's even, I'm just going to fold it. If you have a bone folder, yeah, you would want to use it right now. Now, what you may think is, now, the second page, you're going to do the same thing, right? Fold it in. No, because it won't lay right if you do that. So what you're going to do is take the one you just folded and fold it at, you know, where it normally folds. Okay, so it looks like this. And this, where this hits this, that's where you're going to fold. So right now, I'm just going to make a temporary crease so I'll know where it is. Like that. And then it's not, see, it's not quite straight. So I want to make sure I get it nice and straight. I'm the worst at folding. If you are a better folder than me, this will probably be better, but okay, so that is pretty straight. And then what I'm going to come in here and do is fold it all the way. And again, you'll need probably your bone folder to make sure it's a nice, straight, folded down line. So now it should look like this. Okay. And it opens like that and like that. Well, that's great, but the length now is off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a journal. In fact, I'm going to take two. I'm going to take a planner and my fitness journal. If you watched my video, I talked about how I use my journals. And this is my fitness journal. So I'm going to put that at the top and kind of see where it lands on here. And then I'm going to put this one too, and they're almost the same. And I think that's going to be good. So I'm going to fold where the file folder hits the bottom of this journal. And I'm going to make a temporary crease with my journal there. Then I'm going to move that. And then I'm going to fold this up. And again, you need your bone folder or whatever you use to get all of your creases nice and crisp. Okay, and now I'm going to open it up. And you can now see the fold inside. I'm going to take it and flip it up like that. Okay. And then I'm going to open it all the way and go ahead and flip it all the way across. And I want to make sure it's even. And this is going to be your final fold, so you want to make sure you've got it where you want it, that your ends are even. And then really get that down, folded down really well. Okay, so it should now look like this. And this is your basic pocketbook look. Now, what we're going to do, though, is we're opening it back up. And this part here, the little part, we're going to cut on each seam. Okay? So, you're just going to get your scissors and you're just going to cut on each seam to the fold, not past the fold. So, there's one like that. And you're going to do the rest, all three. Now, in the middle one, you need to make sure you're not going to cut the middle fold. It's like right to the, it's like right off the middle. Okay, so now you have them all four cut. And the ones on the end, you're going to turn the pocket so it's on the outside. These two go in, and then this one on the end goes out. Then these fold in and fold together like that. And you're going to notice some offness here now. This is when you go back and fix all your creases, all your folding, so everything lines up. Alright, so this is what you have now. This is our file folder. And then you have the two pockets here. And then you open it up. And you have two pockets inside plus the sides that you can do something with. Now at this point, it's really important that if you want to, you should ink it at this point. And I already have one inked because that takes forever. Now the next step, can you see all the inking I did? I hope. Because it took forever. And I did brown ink on this one because I wanted it to have a vintage look. Now what I also did on this one was I rounded the corners. And I have an ancient quarter rounder from, oh my gosh, I can't remember the company now. Anyway, it's ancient, but it still works because this is just a tip. This is like your tip. Not sponsored at all, guys, just a tip. If you use foil in your hole punches, in your corner rounders, and all of that, you will sharpen your blade so they never go dull. That's why this one still works even though it's like ancient. So just a little tip. Okay. Back to the main. Back to our Ephemera Pocket Book. So I rounded the corners and I bone folded everything down. I crisped my creases and there you go. Now, at this point, you can do your paper. You can do all your paper and then glue your pockets down if you want. I sewed my pockets just because you guys know me. I don't like glue that much. Or I haven't found one that I like a lot. So I sewed all my pockets. So I did my paper after that. But for this, I thought we would glue. Plus, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have some different glues out. And I'm going to be trying different glues, and that's going to be a video coming up. So anyway, so we'll start by picking some papers, gluing them on, and then we'll glue our pockets down. If you want to be able to poke holes to tie this shut, I would do it at this point also. I didn't do it in the first one, and that's why the ribbon's across it. But if you want to poke holes so you can tie it shut later, you should do it now because you can always poke a hole through the one layer of scrapbook paper or whatever you put on top. It's hard to go through scrapbook paper, file folder, and all that. And let's see if I can even do it now. So I'm going to put it right there, and I'm just going to, yeah, see, I got that through no problem. So I'm going to line it up here and poke another one here. And then, so now I can tie this one. And when I put my scrapbook paper over it, I'll poke a hole in it as well. Okay, now let's do our paper. Okay, so I found some paper that is sort of vintagey. It wasn't really what I was thinking of, but that's okay. I have to get some more because I'm actually in a vintage journal swap that I was going to use this for. And I need to get some vintagey paper. Okay, but this one is, it's called Vintage Memories, and I've had it forever, so I thought I would just flip through real fast and see what's in here that would look good for... Oh, that's like wallpaper that used to be in my grandmother's house a long time ago. Okay, well, it looks like it's mostly kind of masculine too, but I saw this. So I will use this. I just measured the top of the pocketbook with the paper. I cut the paper out and then I will glue it on. Same thing when I get to this part right here. I will measure the paper out, cut it, glue it on, and that's it. Then I will glue the cover for mine. And honestly, when you do the side with the pocket, you don't have to go all the way to the bottom because remember the pocket's going to cover some. I like to go just about a quarter of the way. That way if somebody kind of peeks in, you see paper for a little bit. So I've measured out the front. I'm on here like this and I'm just going to cut. If you want to trace it, you can do it that way. If you have another way, by all means do it however you feel comfortable because this is for you. Okay. Okay, so there it is. I'm going to go ahead and trim the sides, the top, because this corner is rounded. Okay. Perfect. And now I'm just going to glue it down. Everything, and then I will poke my hole once the glue dries for my tie. Okay. Oh, that's gonna make a pretty cover actually. What do you think? It's gonna make a really pretty cover. Alright, so that one's done. Now I'm gonna turn it over to the back. In the back, for the back, I'm actually gonna use one of these like newsprint things on the back. So again, same way, I'm going to lay this on here and just cut around it. Okay, once you get it on, you might have to go back and trim some, which is perfectly fine. Alright, so we have our front back and our front back. We have our front done and our back done, and you know, keep going. Let me show you a flip through of the one I finished earlier. Okay, so this is your Ephemera Pocket Book. That's what you're making. And as you can see, it holds stickers, it holds bits of paper and ephemera. We've got bigger sticker sheets on this side for like planners and fun stickers. And they're easy to get in and out. You open it up. In the middle, I have some tags and some more stickers and journaling card. In this one, I have some ephemera, like washi tape, some blingy stuff, guest checks, flashcards. Over on this side, I have some tickets, some like book cards, what do you call them, card catalog cards, some tape. On this side, I didn't put a pocket, I just put a paper clip, and I have like magazine cutouts, a little paper bag folded, and all of that. So it definitely holds a lot of ephemera. It holds different types of ephemera, and it's great whether you're a journaler or a planner because you can get both in here. And if you forget to tie your hole, poke your holes, all you have to do is tie a ribbon. But this fits in a bag with your journal if you want to take it traveling. You could also use it to put things in for a journal you're going to be working on when you gather all of your stuff. You could put it all in here to have available, 90% of it. So everything's organized and you have it with you. You could take it, like I said, in your car, on a trip. It's a great gift for a fellow journaler or a fellow planner. It's a great gift. Fill it with their favorite stuff or just give it to them like this. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure and hit the thumbs up. Also be sure and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you tomorrow, guys. Take care. Bye.